All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lewis University Television Network. Logan Camp here for some more Flyers hockey. We are here at Callan and Romeoville tonight as the Flyers are taking on the visiting DePaul Blue Demons. DePaul's coming into this game on a very much of a hot streak. Last week they beat ISU very badly. 10-0 was the score last Sunday. And the Flyers actually got their first win of the season last week against Denison University out in Ohio. So they're going to look to do the repeat here at Callan as the opening puck drop has commenced. Brian Goot now into the zone, tries a shot, gets sticked away. And it's recovered by Ernsting in the near side corner. Tried to feed Wilninski in the middle, couldn't find it, and that one squirts back out into the middle. We got Mike Fisher in goal to my left for the Lewis Flyers. Asher Matu to my right for the DePaul Blue Demons. Lewis Flyers in white tonight. And the DePaul Blue Demons in their away road black jerseys. Billy Passion now sends it down low. Manarino tries a centering pass. That one gets sticked aside by Mike Fisher. And here comes Caden Olmer with speed. He tries to dangle around Lee. Loses it into the far side corner. Caden Olmer, one of the all-star players that we've seen here at Callan for the Flyers. Brand new to the team, freshman this year. The player to watch for me this evening. Really liked what I've seen out of him so far. The Flyers struggle to get this one out. Pusatera sends that one out. Here comes DePaul. Pusatera will send it back to Dan Johnson. And the Flyers can't hit Selman in the middle. That one will go all the way down for an icing call. We've got the first stoppage of play, 18:28 left to go in period number one. We're all tied up, 0 goals aside. We'll see a face-off now to Mike Fisher's right wing side. Brock Ash there discussing with the linesman. It looks like it will be Miklos will take this draw against Jack Pusatera, who wins it, and the Flyers' dangerous centering pass. Look out. Mike Fisher had to make an emergency stop right there. He had Wazlu right in his kitchen. Dangerous pass, and obviously head coach Mark Marfis of the Lewis Flyers didn't like what he saw out of that shift, so they will make a line change. Excellent shot block there by Arkilla, forces DePaul out into the neutral zone. Alagna sends it up the near side boards. It's received by DePaul. They will start their breakout. Here's Miklos. He deflects it into the near side corner in the Flyers zone. Paul has it behind the net. Centering pass, stick to side by Fisher. DePaul still has it far side corner. Wazlu battles with Wilninski. Miklos will come away with it. Brock Ash up to the far side point. That one's sent down low by Wazlu. Caden Peter out there with some body contact. Ice is slippery, ladies and gentlemen. DePaul figuring that out right now. Mike Fisher bobbled that one, and some already contact in front of Fisher. Look out. Mike Fisher's had a couple pucks bobbling around in the top of the blue paint as he's been struggling to find those. As long as he's keeping out of the net, though, it doesn't quite matter how pretty it is. 17:30 left in period number one here as DePaul wins this faceoff. Wazlu, far side, tried a shot. That was wide of the net. That one will careen all the way back to Lee, who's forced to skate it back into his own zone. Wazlu will hit Lee. Stick handles around a couple members. Ernsting was into the zone, and that one was offsides. Ernsting was in all alone on a breakaway, but that puck did make its way fully over the DePaul blue line. And unfortunately for Scotty Ernsting, there was a whistle for offside. So we'll see a face-off now outside the DePaul zone. 17:11 left to go in period number one. Some keys for the Lewis Flyers tonight will be to try and limit the opportunities of the DePaul Blue Demons. Obviously, they have a few people that are able to put the puck in the net, the Blue Demons do, so Flyers want to try and limit that, try and avoid sloppy turnovers in their defensive zone. They've had a few of them already, so look to clean that up here early in period number 1 as Fisher will freeze that one. But again, keeping everyone outside home plate, inside their defensive zone, meaning outside the face-off dots, down low in the corner, places where they cannot have quality scoring opportunities. That's where the Lewis defense wants to keep the attack from the Blue Demons. Here comes Robertson into the zone, tries a shot, has that one blocked out in front by DeGulio. Robertson forces a turnover, couldn't quite get it in front of the net. Wasley will take that one out. Michael Helf bobs and weaves through his own zone. Here he comes with speed into the Flyer zone. Helf's got it, shot, blocker saved by Fisher up into the rafters. One puck went up, 2 came down. Look at that. Mike Fisher's doing magic tricks already, and we just started. 16-11 left to go in period number 1. First it was 1, now it's 2. How's that happen? I don't know. Fisher did a nice job coming out, challenged that shot, standing on top of the blue paint. Michael Helf, an offensive force for the DePaul Blue Demons. Another block shot there by Cade Nomer gets a standing ovation from the Lewis bench. The Flyers still trying to get it out. Pusatera almost got it out. Billy Passion kept it in. Passion tried a shot. He was about 2 feet left of the net. It's kept in by DeGulio on the point. Sent down low to Michael Helf. Fights through a body check right there by Cade Nomer. Helf's got it, sends it down low into the corner. Billy Passion now. Near side of DeGulio. Back up to Passion on the point. Far side point now. DePaul walks it in, finds Passion. Near side shot, excellent. Right to left to right save there by Mike Fisher. The Flyers get that one out. DePaul in control now. Passion dekes around one, and Fisher kept that one out of the net. Passion, another quality opportunity. Billy Passion's got it, shot. Fisher's able to battle through a screen by his own defenseman there. Keep that one out of the net. Look out, excellent shift there for Billy Passion of the Blue Demons. Had a couple high-quality scoring opportunities. Player to watch for DePaul going forward for the Flyers as they win that one. Brian Goot tried to hit Jack Reedy in the middle. DePaul will reset in their own zone. Scotty Ernsting has the puck at center ice. Will dump that one into the near side corner. Found by Josh Maloney. He will send it up to the point where it's kept in by Alagna. Goot tried to feed Reedy in the middle. He couldn't find it, and DePaul is able to finally get that one out. Cross ice to Brock Ash. He's got it in the Flyer zone. Ash leaves it for Lee. Shot. Excellent save by Fisher again. Lee's got it. Saucer pass. Couldn't find Brock Ash. It's kept in on the point there by Josh Maloney. Another shot deflected out in front of Fisher. Trickles into the near side corner. Ernsting will strip that one from the DePaul attack, and he will slow it down behind his own net. Pulled the 9-iron out of the bag, tried to loft that one all the way down the ice. Unfortunately for him, though, went off the rafters here at Callan Sports in Romeoville, so we're going to see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. Flyers bench getting the explanation from the referee. Unfortunately for them, they're not allowed to change because college hockey ACHA rules dictate that if you put the puck out of play in your own defensive zone, you're not allowed to change. You cause a stoppage of play in your own zone, you're punished by not being able to change. So, hence the explanation there from the referee to head coach Mark Marfise of the Flyers. As a battle ensues in the far side hash marks, eventually Brian Goot will skate it out into and dump it into the DePaul zone. Lee will leave it behind the net. DePaul looks to set up. Passion goes cross ice. Couldn't quite hit Skibby. And so that puck is gloved down by Lee. We'll try again. Grisbeck has pressured there by Wilninski. Falls down on the play. Chris Lee will retain possession, send it around his own net. Selviggy's turned it over. Flyers have it. Arkilla couldn't get that pass. Some excellent offensive pressure here by the Lewis Flyers. Forced a couple turnovers in their offensive zone. Again, I say it many, many times on these broadcasts, it's really hard for the other team to score when they're playing 200 feet away from the Flyers' net. So any time that the Flyers can spend in their offensive zone, that's time they're not spending in their defensive zone. And I don't know about you, but I'd much rather be in the O zone than the D zone. As DePaul still is struggling to break this puck out. Here comes Josh Maloney, sends it up the near side. Cohen's now stops at the top of the circle, tried a centering pass, couldn't find anyone, and Logan Pickens is able to pass that one up, get that one out. Pusatera now into the zone. Had Caden Ulmer with him, but decided to shoot, and he had his shot blocked. So DePaul now looking to get this one out. DeGulio sends it out. Berlinski, shot. He is blocked. Got some contact in the near side corner in the Flyers zone. They wanted a penalty. They're not going to get it, though, as DePaul turns around in their own zone. Michael Helf with speed, tries to beat. He does successfully beat Benalagna, pulled that one to the forehand, skated all the way across the net and was able to put that one in past Mike Fisher. And Mike Helf has opened the scoring for the DePaul Blue Demons. Look out, very upset. Either fans or coaches to my left-hand side here at Callan. Wasn't quite sure who that was, but in any case, DePaul is up 1-0 with 11:45 left to go in period number 1. Ernsting forced a turnover. Goot will send it behind the DePaul net. And here comes the Blue Demons. They send it into the Flyers zone where it's received by Caden Peter. He sends it up the far side where Brian Goot is checked, and we got a penalty coming up to the DePaul Blue Demons. No, to the Lewis Flyers. Got a penalty coming up to the Lewis Flyers here. No, that was a Blue Demons penalty. They had the puck. The whistle didn't go, though, hence my confusion. So the Flyers will see their first power play of the game. That's Danny Manarino who took that boarding call. 2 minutes for boarding. He will put his team shorthanded for 2 minutes with 11:14 left to go in period number 1. Huge opportunity now for the Lewis Flyers to tie it up early. Ernsting out there to take this draw against Billy Passion, who wins it, and the Blue Demons will send that one all the way down. We got Brock Ash here on the forecheck. Couldn't quite beat Benalagna to that puck. Excuse me, that's Braden Ricci. The Flyers will bring it back in. Scotty Ernsting with speed around the defenseman, skates it behind the net. Ernsting will set up in the DePaul's end. Ricci sends it far side to Caden Ulmer, who can't quite get it. Here comes Billy Passion back into the Flyers' end. Passion's got it. Leaves it for Brock Ash. Ash to Passion in the middle. Passion shot blocked out in front. Excellent diving block there by Braden Ricci. And the Flyers just got away with one there. Wilninski forced the turnover in the offensive zone. And he's closed off, and DePaul will send that one all the way down on net, forcing Mike Fisher to make a save. Line change for DePaul as Wilninski was slow to get up after that body check. He will come off for a line change. His gut is into the zone. Big hip check there by Chris Lee. Goot's got it, centering pass to Alagna, shot. He goes top left. Benalagna, look out. Had eyes for the net the whole way. Benalagna beats Asher Matu to tie this game up with 9:57 left to go in the first period. Look out. Saw the flames coming off that shot as Alagna was able to beat Matthew high blocker side. Saw the space, top of the circle, walks it in, shoots. Matthew had no chance on that one. And just like that, we're all tied back up. New game. That's what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen. Just under half this period left, 9:57 left to go. Flyers able to capitalize on their first power play of the game. Ricci's into the zone. DePaul now with speed. We'll bring it back the other way. They're into the Flyers zone. Centering pass. And DePaul answers quickly. Brock Ash. Had a wide open cage to look at. Takes his team back ahead by 1 goal. Plotkin had the assist on that one. Drew the attention of both the Mike Fisher and the Flyers defenseman over to the right side of the ice, right wing side. And that opened Brock Ash up to pot that one home past Fisher. DePaul up 2-1 with 9:43 left to go in period number 1. A lot of energy from the Flyers early, which is good to see. I know they knew they had a big task ahead of them today with DePaul coming into their house. Morale, don't know if that could have been high or not, but obviously they were able to score an early goal, which is always nice to see the Flyers start off early. Coming off their first win of the season last weekend, as I said, against Denison in Ohio. Excellent dangle moves there by Caden Ulmer again. Look out. Caden Ulmer doing an excellent job so far. Here comes Ernsting, is cross-checked in the head, no call. And Chris Lee will take that one back into his own zone. DePaul turns it over to Ernsting. Finds Ernsting in the middle. Excuse me, that was Reedy who forced that turnover, but Ernsting couldn't kick it to his skates. And DePaul will start their breakout. Verlinski now into the far side of the Flyers zone. Leaves it on the point. That couldn't be found by Wazlu. And here comes Brian Goot. He's in all alone. Goot fans on the shot. An easy save there for Asher Mathieu. Puck bounced up, another shot, another save by Mathieu. Flyers couple high-quality scoring opportunities. Logan Pickens, another shot, is deflected by Lee out in front, and that one's just wide of the net. Look out, sudden burst of energy from the Lewis Flyers first line right there. Looking to tie this game back up with 7:53 left to go in period number 1. Flyers really holding their own so far. Billy Passion in, Lee centering pass, saved by Fisher. Another save by Fisher. Puck sat on top of the blue paint. Puck is loose, hit the post with the shot. Look out, wide open cage, couldn't put it home. DePaul still got it in the Flyers' end of the ice. Passions has it. He's got it the face-off dot, dangles around just about everyone on the ice. Another shot, another save by Fisher. A third shot is blocked out in front. Finally, the Flyers are able to get that one out of the zone. Holy cow, we've playing hockey today, ladies and gentlemen. DePaul's back into the Flyers' end of the ice. Danny Manarino will send that one down low to Passion, who continues it up to the point now. DePaul's got it shot. Fisher was able to track that one the whole way, and Braden Ricci is able to slap that one in the far side corner. And Selman is finally able to muscle that one out. Here comes Jack Pusatera. He's into the zone, has his shot blocked out in front. And Selman fell down in the corner, and DePaul will bring it back out. Manarino backhands it to nobody. And Tyler Morefoot's able to start that breakout back going the other way. The puck does deflect over to Asher Mathieu, and he will hold on for a face-off with 6:28 left to go in period number 1. Look out. A lot of action here early. Nothing else. You're entertained tonight here at Callan as Dan Johnson tried a shot. That one got blocked out in front. DePaul now. Brock Ash into the zone, tries a shot, and that one goes right into Fisher's breadbasket. He's able to hold on with relative ease. And so now we'll see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. As I said before, Flyers doing a good job to manage their defensive zone coverage here, not giving DePaul too much in their zone. And you really can't. Again, DePaul has a lot of weapons that they like to use in the offensive zone. They got a full bench worth of skaters. I don't know if we can get a shot of DePaul's bench here, but they have quite the amount of players on their bench. Substitutions and all. You can see all the players standing up there, but they're keeping guys fresh, keeping line changes short. They're utilizing their entire bench as Dernsing's into the DePaul zone. He's got it. Toe drag around one. Oh, Scotty Ernsting, highlight reel goal right there. This game is tied with 5:48 left to go in period number 1. Oh, mama. Scotty Ernsting doing it all himself. Dangled through just about everybody on the ice. Toe drag shot. What a goal. Best goal we've seen all season long here at Camden from the Flyers as they look to get another one quickly here. Chris Lee's got it. Here comes Billy Passion now, all tied up. 5:30 left to go in period number 1. Passion's got a far side corner. Big guns out there for DePaul looking to respond quickly. Lee over to the far side to Josh Maloney. Down low. Continued around. DePaul's got it. Shot saved by Fisher. Lee keeps it in on the point. Lofts that one. And Fisher's able to track that one easily. And keep that one out of the net. Holy cow. That man you were just looking at. Again, standing tall. Lee, slap shot from the point is just wide of the net. It's found on the far side by Maloney. He continues it all the way around the net to Lee on the near side. Back to Maloney, shot, deflected out in front, another shot, another save by Fisher. Puck sitting in the blue paint. No whistle yet. Carnage out in front of the net. And it looked like everybody stopped playing there, even though there was no whistle. And luckily for just about everybody on the ice, there wasn't too much action. No penalties will be assessed. No goal on the play, which is good for the Lewis Flyers. With 4:47 left to go in period number 1, we're all tied up. Passion wins that face-off. Back to Maloney, who tries a shot. That one's blocked. Dan Johnson can't get that one out. Manarino now gets that one up to the point to Maloney, who turns it over. Here comes Ernsting in with speed. He's got Reedy with him. Ernsting fans on a shot, centering pass to Reedy. Nobody can find it in front of the net. DePaul bringing it back the other way. Here comes Manarino. He's into the zone with Selvagi, and they were offsides. Look out. Selvagi just jumped the line a little bit. It would have been in 2-on-1. Fresh group of skaters out there for the Lewis Flyers. Jack Pusatera ties him up on the faceoff. DePaul will come away with that puck. Selvagi again up to the point to DeGulio. He skates it down low. Has a couple Lewis Flyers on him. DeGulio will send that one all the way around. Battle ensues in the far side corner. A couple members from each team. Selman brings it, turns it over. DeGulio's shot blocked out in front again. Caden Ulmer. Both sides of the puck. Ulmer's got it. Can't quite get it out. Giulio sends it down low. Body, physical contact picking up here. As the energy level of both teams, an excellent reverse hit there by Kane Ulmer, again trying to ignite his team a little bit as the Flyers look to get this one out. They will just send it far side. Pusatero will into the DePaul zone. Change of regime. They've got 8 guys on the ice. No too many men call right there. That's all right, as DePaul will bring it up the right wing side. They've got it in the zone. Shot blocked out in front. Logan Pickens will just backhand flippy that one, and it does squeak over the blue line, so that will force DePaul to regroup. As the game goes on, DePaul Blue Demons controlling more and more of the game. Here comes Ernsting now. He's into DePaul's zone with speed. He's feeling it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Shot is blocked by Lee in front. Backhand spin around pass there by Ernsting. Couldn't be handled by Logan Pickens. And Pickens will turn that one over to Brock Ash. Miklos Lee tries a shot. He's about 3 feet higher than that. 2:22 left to go in period number 1. Paul still got it on the point. That's Maloney, sends it down low. Turns it over. Here comes Wilinski with speed. He's into DePaul's end all by himself. Teammates making a line change, tried a shot, and that one's easily paddled aside by Asher Matu. Asher Matu not having to work too hard. Hasn't seen too many shots. Here comes Brock Ash. He's into the zone. Centering pass. An excellent right to left save there by Fisher. Kept that one out. Minute 52. Flyers turn it over again in their own defensive zone. Here's Alagna. Sends it up to Caden Ulmer. Ulmer's into the zone. Has it poked away from him. DePaul wanted a hook there. Here comes Chris Lee with speed. Has it poked away from him there by an excellent stick from Braden Ricci. Flyers have it. DePaul has another shot. Is blocked out in front. And it looked like Caden Peter took a hit up high. Caden Peter, a big body check. And a shot from the point is handled by Fisher. Caden Peter having some words after a series of big body checks there. Minute 14 left to go in period number 1. We're all tied up 2 goals aside. Flyers just tried to change too late here. Caden Peter's going to have to go back on the ice. Flyers changed too late. Obviously, assistant coach Tim Pico didn't like that decision too much, so he's got to give the referee an earful. As Caden Peter's going to hop back onto the ice. A lot of angriness here by everybody. So we're going to see a face-off now to Fisher's left. 1:11 left to go. Shot, a quick shot off the face-off there by Seth Cohen is handled by Fisher. And now both teams able to make a line change after that one. So all that arguing, all that complaining, and everyone just able to make a line change anyway. So we're going to try again to Fisher's left. DePaul wins that. Billy Passion turns it over to Ernsting. Jack Selman now has got it. He will skate it into DePaul's end. Slap shot is deflected out in front there by Chris Lee. Goot will find the rebound to the middle. Shot, and Asher Matu came way out of the net to challenge that one. That was Tyler Morefoot, who had the puck all alone in between the top of the circles. 49 seconds left to go in period number 1. We're going to see a face-off now to Asher Matu's left. Face-off won by DePaul. Lee can't handle that one. Ernsting forced the turnover. He's got Selma with him. Scotty Ernsting into the zone. Shot. Excellent shot block there by Josh Maloney. 35 seconds left to go. Lee hit hard there by Goot. Billy Passion into the Flyers' end, far side corner. Has it poked away from him, kind of trickles up into the air, and Fisher's able to catch that one. And now we'll see another faceoff in the Flyers' end. Seeing a lot of DePaul's top line on the ice so far in period number 1. Lewis obviously caught him a little off guard, and a shot is saved by Fisher. Battle ensues in the far side corner. Another shot. Sharp angle shot there. Somehow got behind Mike Fisher. And with 6.3 seconds left to go, Michael Helf has tallied his second goal of the evening. I think Helf caught Fisher sleeping there a little bit. Was able to somehow sneak it in between the post and his left pad. He was basically standing on the goal line in the far side corner. In any case, we will now drop the puck and finish out this first period. It's quite the action for period number 1 for the Lewis Flyers. They've got, I think, came out a little bit stronger than they thought they were going to. I mean, they came out stronger than I thought they were going to anyway. DePaul has a very, very good hockey team. They've got a lot of offensive weapons that they like to use. I think the Flyers have done an excellent job to kind of mitigate all of those offensive chances. I think we played most of the first period in the Flyer zone. They maybe want to try and get that puck out a little bit quicker. They had a couple sloppy turnovers that I'd like to see them clean up a little bit. Other than that, I think they played an excellent first period. Can't ask for much more than that. They're only down by 1 after 20 minutes of hockey. We got 40 minutes of hockey left here at Camlin. In about 15 minutes, you'll see period number 2. You've been watching Flyers hockey right here on the Lewis University Television Network. And welcome back to the Lewis University Television Network. Logan Cap here for period number 2 of Flyers hockey. Scoring recap of period number 1. DePaul is up 3-2 after 20 minutes. Michael Helf had 2 goals. Brock Ash had 1 for DePaul. And for the Lewis Flyers, Scotty Ernsting tallied 1, and so did Ben Alagna. They'll look to bounce back, tie it up here early in period number 2. After ending the first very strong, as I said, in the close of period number 1. Flyers came out hot, ready for the challenge of the DePaul Blue Demons, and they met it, I think, quite well. So we'll see what period number 2 has to bring, as I think we're just trying to figure out who's going to get started here for the Lewis Flyers, as they only have 2 guys on the ice. Got Arkilla, Wilninski, and Jack Reedy out there for the Lewis Flyers. Billy Passion, Danny Manarino, and Michael Helf out there for the DePaul Blue Demons to start it off. Here's Arkilla. He's into the zone, tries a shot from the top of the circle, had his stick lifted by Michael Helf, and that allows the Blue Demons to send that one out. Excellent saucer pass from Braden Ricci, allows Morfoot to try and turn it. He turns it over, though, to Helf. Helf's into the zone, fake shot, and that one is maybe saved by Fisher, who stumbled after saving that. I don't know if he lost an inch there or what. DePaul forced the turnover. Billy Passion can't quite dangle to the middle, and that allows Morfoot to almost get that one out. Danny Manarino down to Passion now. He's in the slot shot. Left pad save there from Mike Fisher. Finally, the Flyers are able to get that one out. DePaul coming out of the locker room hot here in period number 2. As they bring it back into the Flyers zone. Passion to Lee on the point, tries a slap shot. It finds Passion, and he turns around. It's to the middle, tries a dangle move over to Lee, and he couldn't find it. Flyers bring that one out. Here's Brian Goot. Can't quite get it. DePaul forces a turnover on their own blue line. Here comes Helf into the zone. Long shift here for the first line for the Blue Demons. Minute 10. As Ernsting toe drags in his own zone, and the Flyers will get that one out, but can't quite get it deep into DePaul's zone. Miklos turns it over to the Flyers, and they will bring it back the other way. Dan Johnson turns it over to Brock Ash, standing on the center dot. He's into the zone. Ash, excellent dangle move. Brock Ash, a big save by Mike Fisher. Stuck that left pad out. Says no to Brock Ash. Holy cow. What a save by Fisher. He was sprawled out, spread eagle style. He was able to keep that leg pressed against the left post, and somehow able to keep it out of the net. Brock Ash doing what he does best, creating time and space for himself. The Flyers goaltender stands tall this time. DePaul wins that face-off. They send it down low, where Alagna will try and reverse it behind his net. He is successful with that, and Reedy will get it near side hash marks, and the Flyers will begin their breakout. Wilninski with speed into the zone. Leaves it for Selman, who will ring it all the way around to the far side of the DePaul zone. Here's Ben Alagna on the point. Saucer pass has it knocked down. Reedy will find it, send it down low. And eventually, Flyers will get it back. Caden Peter can't quite handle that pass. Here comes Plotkin into the zone. Brock Ash has it again. Centering pass, another shot. Fisher doesn't know where it is. Puck's sat behind him. Puck's behind the net now. Fisher didn't know where that one was. Alagna sends it up to Ernsting. He's into the zone. Shot blocker to side there by Asher Matu. Tennis match right now. Ernsting gets the puck back in the offensive zone. Ernsting got it. Just beat him. Gets a back centering pass, and they can't find a stick on it. Brian Gutt sends it down low to Kane Ulmer. Gutt gets it back. He turns it over. DePaul will bring it out. Series of excellent opportunities there for the Lewis Flyers. Nothing became of it, though. And again, Flyers looking for the home run stretch pass. Ernsting, he's got it. He's in all alone in DePaul's end. Teammates looking to catch up. The Blue Demons are able to force that turnover. Brian Goot Flyers are offsides. Didn't quite look offsides to me or the Flyers bench. In any case, though, DePaul will send it all the way down, and we have an icing call. Looked to me like DePaul was going to win that race to that puck. However, my opinion differs from that of the linesman. So we're going to go with his opinion tonight, and we'll see a face-off now to Asher Matu's left with 16:21 left to go in period number 2. Cohen is able to backhand that one out, forcing Pickens to receive it in his own zone. Arkilla can't handle it, has it stripped by Seth Cohen's shot, and that one's blockered aside by Fisher, and some fisticuffs in front of him. That's Dan Johnson tangled up one of the Blue Demons. Fisher doing a good job shutting that door, saying no. Seeing a lot of the top 2 lines here for the Blue Demons. Head coach Mark Marfis likes to use a little bit more of his bench. That puck is up, stays out of the bench, and DePaul has it in the Flyers' end. That was Jack Pusatera, who just got sat down right there by Seth Cohen. Pusatera gets it back. Passion just hopping on the ice after a line change. We'll turn it over to Selman. He's got it on the right wing side of DePaul's end. Selman loses it and it skates to Morefoot, who will loft it into the near side corner. Selman can't quite hold on to it behind DePaul's net. Excellent forecheck from Reedy, though. Gets the puck back to Selman. Selman centering pass. Nobody there, though. Another shot is blocked out in front. That shot was from Braden Ricci. And DePaul scrambling in their own zone will finally get it and be able to send it out. Seth Cohen still on the ice. Very long shift for Cohen as Passion's into the zone shot, and he beat Fisher short side to extend his team's lead to 2 goals. Billy Passion with the quick hands on that one beat Fisher short side. Will extend the Blue Demons' lead to 2 goals with 14:57 left to go in period number 1. Morale of Lewis Flyers dwindling after that one. Looking to rebound fast again. Ulmer can't quite get it. Passion again loses his handle on it, gets it back. Passion tried to go upstairs on Fisher. He was a little bit too high, though, and misses the net entirely. Another shot from the point is saved by Fisher, and the Flyers will ring that one out. DePaul now. Michael Helf is into the zone. Toe drag as it poked away from him, gets it back. Helf's got it behind the Flyer net. Near side corner. Fancy footwork there. Will get the puck over to the far side point. Walks in, shoots. Big save by Fisher. DePaul gets it back. Another shot. Manarino had a shot. Another shot. Hit the left post. They hammer away at it in front of Fisher. DePaul comes away with the puck. Up to the point now. Another shot is wide of the net. Some contact again inside of the blue paint. The puck will careen over to Fisher, and he holds on to it. Look out. Some chaos ensuing right around the Flyer net there. A couple high-quality scoring opportunities for the Blue Demons. And obviously Lewis Flyers frustrated after that shift. Majority of this second period has been controlled by the Blue Demons, and the Flyers, just as I say that, will have a 3-on-1 going the other way. They're into the zone, a shot, saved by Asher Matu. Puck is loose, sat there. He's able to push that one out. Walninski was right there for the rebound. And the Flyers had their first quality scoring chance of period number 2. Blue Demons send that one in behind Fisher. Received by Brock Ash on the far side. Centering pass, nobody there though. Flyers force a turnover, and Ash will get it back in the far side corner. Lee, slap shot, saved by Fisher. Pickens has engaged in a wrestling match there in front of the net, but is able to let the temperature cool down a little bit. Both teams making some line changes. Obviously that line of Wilninski, Reedy is hot for the Flyers. They're into the zone, try a shot, blockered aside by Asher Matu. That was Jack Pusatera trying to go upstairs. Had his door shut by Matu. Hasn't had to work that hard this game yet. Puck already dropped. Reedy sends that one down low. Pusatera battles hard. Selman can't quite get it. Collision there. A shot from the point is saved by Matu. Flyers get the rebound. Pusatera's shot is saved again by Asher Matu. Another shot saved by Matu. A series of excellent stops there by DePaul's goaltender. Just when you think the Flyers are out of it, they'll come back, have 3, 4, 5, 6 shots in tight. Asher Matu all over the blue paint to make those stops. Really doing a good job so far. Here's Ernsting, far side corner. All over the place Scotty Ernsting is he's one of the goal scorers for the Lewis Flyers. Brian Goot will send that one down low to Ernsting, who can't settle it. And a big body check there by Kay Nolmer again. Flyers freshman on the back check again. Sends it up, can't hit gut off the stretch pass. Matu comes out to play it, turns it over to Ernsting. He's got it far side corner into Paul's zone. And it's taken away from him. Ernsting comes away with the puck, falls down. No call on that play, as Ulmer couldn't receive it. Sends it over to Dan Johnson. Top of the circle shot is deflected well wide of the net. And Chris Lee will begin DePaul's breakout. Pickens sends it over to Ulmer. Sat down, we got a penalty coming up to the Blue Demons. Shot is well wide of the net. Kay Nolmer drawing a penalty here. We've got another one coming up probably. Pickens is sat down by Chris Lee. I believe the original penalty was Chris Lee. And it looks like Pickens will be going too. So it looks like Chris Lee just got 4 minutes for roughing. Logan Pickens got 2 minutes for roughing. It looks like we'll go 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. In reality, it probably should be 4-on-3 for 2 minutes, and then 5-on-4. Excuse me, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then 5-on-4 for 2 minutes. But we'll see what decision is reached after a brief discussion here with the DePaul bench. And it looks like a decision has been reached. The original contact was with Chris Lee. The top of the circle's in his own defensive zone. Sat down Kay Nolmer with a hit up high. Could have been head contact. There is a 2-minute minor call for head contact in college hockey. That could have been the call. The call was 2 minutes for roughing. Doesn't really matter what it was, though. because after the whistle had gone, Pickens and Chris Lee got into it a little bit more. And so they each received an additional 2 minutes for roughing. 2 to Pickens, 4 to Lee. We'll see 2-minute power play for the Lewis Flyers coming up with 11:13 left to go in period number 2. After we now will have some more discussions between the referee and the Flyers bench. This is where it starts to get dangerous. Emotions obviously running high already, and we're not even halfway through this hockey game. Obviously, emotions running high here. Obviously, assistant coach Tim Pico not impressed with that call, even though they do have 2 minutes of power play time. Lewis Flyers do. They'll look to tally one here as Ernsting will skate through the neutral zone with speed. It's a collision on the DePaul blue line, a shot, no goal, hit the post. Ernsting beat Matu, couldn't put it in the 4x6 opening. After a collision between a couple Blue Demons players on their own blue line allowed Ernsting to get in there all alone. And the Flyers can't get the puck out of their own zone on the power play. Michael Helf will send it back in behind Fisher, who comes out to play at this time. Slow it down a little bit. Braden Ricci will set things up. Quarterback of this power play will send it up to Selman, who will backhand it in behind Asher Matu. It's found by Dan Johnson in the far side corner. Is wrapped up there by DeGulio. Eventually, Alagna will get it, send it down low into the far side corner. Gulio has it, 44 seconds left on the power play for the Lewis Flyers. Blue Demons taking some more time off, and Flyers will have about 35 seconds on this last rush of their power play. Flyers unable to enter the zone cleanly there. Down to 23 seconds. Wilninski will skate it into the zone. Has a stick lifted by Billy Passion. Kay Nolmer, shot to the middle, deflected out in front by Reedy. And Flyers almost had one. 5 seconds left on their power play, and DePaul will send that one all the way down. That will do it for the Lewis Flyers' second power play of the game. Not as successful as the first one. We've got a wrestling match in the near side corner in the Flyers zone. And the DePaul Blue Demons have it. And Billy Passion and Alagna are tangled up in the near side corner. I don't believe any penalties have been called. Meanwhile, we had a between the legs attempt. But Fisher was able to handle that one, seated on the ice. Again, I think this game has busted wide open in terms of penalties. Somewhat of a free-for-all out there so far. We'll see a face-up now to Fisher's left with 9:01 left to go in period number 2. DePaul Blue Demons up 4-2. As the Flyers win this face-off. Braden Ricci, he's got it. Ricci will skate it through the neutral zone into the zone. Drag shot is blocked out in front. Ricci's got it back. Centering pass, can't find Arkilla in the middle. That allows DePaul to try and skate it out. Plotkin couldn't get it quite out of the zone, and Arkilla tried to send it high off the glass behind the net, and that went up into the protective netting, so we'll see a face-off outside the DePaul Blue Demon end. With 8:35 left to go in period number 2. Lewis Flyers keeping their foot on the gas pedal after a strong first period. Assistant coach Dylan Parshall wanted a penalty on that one. They're not going to get it, though, as Selman will skate it and backhand it into the DePaul Blue Demons end. Maloney has some contact there with Selman, and that allows DePaul to skate it out. Brock Ash can't quite get around the hip check by Dan Johnson. And a shot was paddled out of the air by Mike Fisher into the far side corner. And again, physical contact picking up here as DePaul was able to keep that one in. Ash in the far side corner tried to feed someone in the middle. That was Plotkin. And the Flyers will loft that one out. Goot on the forecheck. Puck squirts to Plotkin. He will skate it into the Flyers zone. Is stripped of it by Dan Johnson, and that forces Maloney to regroup in his own zone. 7:24 left to go in period number 2. Pace of play really slowing down after that series of calls. Excellent forecheck there by Kay Nolmer, first to turnover. Again, Kay Nolmer's name comes back up. And here comes Michael Helf into the Flyers zone with speed. Leaves it for Billy Passion. Back to Helf, and that pass was in his skates. And the Flyers will bring it back the other way, 3-on-2. Here's Wilninski with speed into the zone. Has it poked away from him there by DeGulio. And that put the kibosh on that scoring opportunity for the Lewis Flyers. Braden Robertson can't quite find it. Here comes Danny Manarino. He's into the zone. Tried a shot because Benelagna tripped over the blue line, but Fisher's able to handle that one. And with 6:29 left to go in period number 1, we're going to see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. It's the second time this game, second time this period even, that we've seen the defenseman fall down on the play. Once for the Lewis Flyers earlier, they had a high-quality scoring opportunity. And Flyers had 6 guys on the ice right there. Some confusion. We'll see a new center now for the Flyers. That's Reedy's in there to take that draw against McMaster. And a whistle for the puck going into the bench. Must have hit someone, maybe Plotkin, who's leaning way too far over. In any case, we'll try again now in the Flyers' defensive zone, and Jack Reedy comes off making that line change to get that back to where it needs to be. Maloney to Cohen. He tries a shot, and Fisher through traffic is able to track that one, and we'll see another face-off, same spot. Fisher working hard as always. Flyers still doing a great job, in my opinion, limiting the high-quality chances that the Blue Demons have had. As Sam Werner's into the zone. And Flyers forced back into their own zone, and dangerous play there, but Braden Ricci is able to glove that one down. Look out. Sam Werner will loft that one in on goal, and that forces Asher Matu to make his first stop in a while. Selman forces a turnover, leaves it for Werner, and he can't quite get it. Jack Selman now, he's got it, top of the circles here. Selman wheeling and dealing, not sure what he's going to do with it, sends it down low. And now Michael Helf will start the breakout for the Blue Demons. Logan Pickens as the Blue Demons make a line change. No icing on the play. There is an icing on the play. Never mind. Now we've got, again, some more line change confusion. Seems to be a relatively regular occurrence for the Flyers. But Selman is forced to hop back onto the ice after that icing violation, as just like it is in the NHL rule book, the ACHA hockey rules dictate that the offending team who ices the puck is not allowed the line change. And a dangerous pass by Dan Johnson is almost picked off by Brock Ash in front of the net. The Flyers will ring it around the near side. Ulmer can't quite get it out. Pickens will try and loft that one out. DePaul gets it back. Here's Brock Ash. He's into the zone. Leaves it for Plotkin in the middle. Takes down a member of the Lewis Flyers, and Miklos is able to send that one down low to Ash, who passes blocked there by Pickens. And Pickens, working hard in his defensive zone, is able to get that one behind the net over to Ernsting, and he will skate it out of his own end. Toe drag didn't work, and so Flyers will have kind of a sloppy breakout there. Finally, Goots able to get it into DePaul's end. Tries to find Ernsting in the middle. Scotty Ernsting seems to have a magnet on his stick. Puck somehow finds him as he comes off for a line change. Plotkin now will skate it with speed into the Flyers' end of the ice. Has about 5 guys right on him, and a quick shot there by DePaul is easily handled by Fisher up into the protective netting. So with 3:39 left to go now, we'll see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. Seems that temperature has cooled down a little bit. We got a little hot in the middle part of that second period. But it seems all is forgiven as we enter the final couple minutes of this second frame. DePaul's got it. Michael Helf, centering pass is saved by Fisher, and he will freeze that one as well. Lewis Flyers got to get something going here with 3:19 left to go in period number 2. Haven't really had that much offensive prowess this second frame. As I've said earlier, DePaul coming out strong here in period number 2. Ricci's able to send that one all the way down. Excuse me, that was Pusatera was able to send that one all the way down. Morefoot is able to keep that one in. Selman now near side hash marks, backhands it down low. Back to Jack Pusatera. And here comes Michael Helf off a pass from Passion in all alone. Helf trying to fancy no-shot deke there, but door is shut by Mike Fisher. Puck high stick down. Here's Selman in the offensive zone. Trying a centering pass, and that one's blocked. And here comes DePaul again. Passion with speed is into the zone. Shot on the ice is patted aside by Fisher. Selman chops that one ahead. Here come the Flyers. Brian Goot, he's got Ernsting with him. Goot's on his forehand, backhand to Selman. Shot, diving block there by Michael Helf. Keeps that one away from Asher Matu. Flyers coming to life here late in period number 2 as DePaul will skate that one in. Michael Helf, he's got it in the Flyers' end, near side corner. Leaves it for Manarino. Sends it up to the point now. DePaul tries a shot again, deflected up into the protective netting. And now we'll see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice again. Minute 47 left to go. See what they can muster up here as Dan Johnson has some body contact behind the Flyers net. He's able to muscle that one out past Waslu. And DePaul will start their breakout now. Seeing the bottom half of the bench now for DePaul. Minute 24 left to go. Shot is well wide of the net. Rebound found by Seth Cohen. Far side corner. Tries a stretch pass across the middle of the ice, and DePaul turns that one over to Wilninski, who has a stick lifted. And back come the Blue Demons. Into the zone, shot patted aside by Fisher. Minute left to go. Got it behind the net. Net looks to be off its moorings now. They battle for it near side. Puck is flipped out, hits Jack Reedy in the back of the head. And Dan Johnson now skated over the red line, sent it into the near side corner. DeGulio sends that one up to the cherry-picking Brock Ash. He's got it. Skates the middle. Brock Ash, shot on the ice, is maybe blocked out in front. 27 seconds left to go. DePaul retains possession. Plotkin got it near side corner, tried a centering pass. It's blocked by Alagna. And here comes Pusatera. Has it stripped. DePaul has it. Near side. Here's Brock Ash. Centering pass. Can't find anyone. 5 seconds left to go. Chris Lee sends that one all the way in. And that will do it for period number 2. Look out. Not as good for the Lewis Flyers. I think they played a much better offensive game in period number 1. However, I think they still did pretty good limiting the chances of the DePaul Blue Demons. Hopefully they can play a little bit more in their offensive zone in period number 3. Again, it's really hard to score when you're playing 200 feet away from your own goal. I've said it so many times about the Flyers' defensive strategy. Now they got to kick it into offensive gear. Really keep that foot on the gas. They have relied on those key players. Scotty Ernsting obviously having a great game so far. Kane Nomer, I've said his name how many times. We really want to see those big guys step up, keep rolling all 4 lines as well. I love that head coach Mark Marfis is able to do that. He trusts his guys. He knows what talent he has, and they've shown it thus far against DePaul today. Again, I've said it so many times, time and time again. DePaul is a strong team. Love to see how well the Lewis Flyers are playing against them so far. In about 15 minutes, we'll have period number 3. You're watching Flyers hockey right here on the Lewis University Television Network. All right, welcome back to Lewis University Television Network. Logan Cap for period number 3 of Lewis Flyers hockey here at Canlan in Romeoville. DePaul Blue Demons up by 2 after 2. Michael Health has 2 goals for the Blue Demons. Billy Passion has 1. Brock Ash has the other. And for the Flyers, Benelogna's got 1. Scotty Ernstine also has 1. I did fail to mention earlier, until now, we're going to talk about it now. Lewis Flyers have a raffle going on. They've got a cooler full of all sorts of goodies. They've got a lottery ticket raffle as well. Be sure to enter that. The lottery ticket drawing is next week here at Canlan when the Flyers are taking on the University of Illinois Illini. So you want to be sure to enter that. Also, that Yeti cooler that you saw right there, that is being auctioned off. Not auctioned off, but raffled off, I should say. All the proceeds, of course, going to benefit Lewis Flyers Club Hockey. So if you're ever coming to see some hockey here at Canlan, be sure to stop by the table. The very nice ladies will be sure to help you out down there. They also have all sorts of Lewis Flyers gear going on. They've got t-shirts, hoodies, all of the fun stuff. Be sure to stop by, say hello. Well, you have to. When you come in, you pass by them anyway. But we're playing again, period number 3. That shot from Michael Health is deflected way up into the rafters, and so we're going to have a face-off anyway. To Fisher's left, 19:26 left to go in period number 3. Billy Passion out there to take this draw against Wilninski. The Flyers, Dan Johnson's able to go high off the glass, get that one out. Careens to Chris Lee, and they will start their bus going back the other way. See what kind of momentum shifts happen after that intermission. As I talked about after the period, DePaul Blue Demons really controlled play for most of that second. Flyers came out strong in period number 1. They'll look to turn it around here in the third, only being down by 2 goals. They're still in this game. They can, especially if they can get a quick one here. Here's Wilninski. He's on his backhand, far side corner. Has it stripped. Blue Demons try to bring it out. I think they maybe hit some wet ice right there after the Zamboni was out doing their job in between periods. DePaul will bring it out. Miklos touched it ahead. Plotkin forced the turnover. He's into the Flyer zone, and he loses his handle on it. It's sticked into the corner by Fisher. With speed, here comes Pusatera. He's into DePaul's end. Shot from the top of the circles. Goes right into the logo of Asher Matu. And Pusatera was about a foot away from giving Matu a snow shower right there. Obviously, I don't know if you saw that. He just went giving up a little tap on the pads there, apologized, and doesn't want to start anything too early here in period number 3. Obviously, tensions have cooled a little bit, and a blocker save there by Matu on Pusatera again. Brock Ash sends it around his own net to the far side where it's kept in by Braden Ricci. That contact received an ovation from the DePaul benches. The Blue Demons bring it back the other way. Here's Ash, centering pass. Demons have it. Ash gets it back and maybe tried a shot. He got it behind Fisher, missed the wide open cage because Fisher was going for a swim. Brock Ash missed opportunity there. Again, Flyers ice the puck, so they're trying to pull a sneaky little line change off, and the referee was having none of that business. So, obviously, some discussions happening here, and the referee is not going to fight that battle. Here's the Flyers now. Braden Ricci turns it over in his own zone. Seth Cohen will send it up to the point. Blue Demons have it down low now. Gets sent around the Flyers net to Goot on the point, who touched it ahead. He thought Morefoot was coming. He was not. Here comes Lewis Flyers. Brian Gutt sends it up to Ernsting. He's got it into the DePaul end. Shot blockered aside by Asher Matu. A rebound. Couldn't be found by Goot. Kept in there by Caden Ulmer. Working hard in the offensive zone, Ulmer is. He couldn't get through the 15 sticks that were out in front of him, though, and so DePaul will start their breakout. Going back the other way, penalty coming up now to Goot. Charging penalty for Brian Goot. There's some contact there with Verlinski just inside the DePaul blue line. Referee was having none of that, though. You see Verlinski laboring after that contact there. Not sure, maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. In any case, Brian Goot will be sitting for 2. Maybe. 5-minute major penalty has been called to Brian Goot. Wow. Look out. Flyers bench does not like that call. Wow. 5-minute major penalty assessed to Brian Goot. DePaul has it now. Billy Passion walks, shoots, blockered aside by Fisher. Health finds a rebound to Passion on the point. Over to the far side where Chris Lee has it. Down low, back to Passion, far side face-off dot. They set up on the power play. Overload style, Michael Health leaves it for Lee. Lee's shot wide of the net. Rebound is sent all the way down by Logan Pickens. I still can't get over that 5-minute major penalty that was assessed for boarding. Not really sure what the referee saw there, but again, my opinion doesn't matter very much. The Flyers will be down for 5 minutes no matter what. DePaul can score as many goals as they like. Flyers have already killed off 1 minute of this 5-minute power play. Matu sends Michael Health ahead fast. He's got 2 looking for the hat trick. Tried to leave it for Manarino in the middle, but he couldn't find it. Lee finds it. Here comes Pusatera. He's got Ernsting with him. The Flyers are in 2-on-1. Pusatera shot. Tried to go upstairs on Asher Matu, and he was having none of that. Matu keeping that puck out of the net. Big opportunity on the penalty kill for the Lewis Flyers right there. Wow. Pusatera forced that turnover on his own blue line, was able to get it past everybody. He was at Ernsting in, but the Blue Demons had an excellent back check, taking away that pass option, which is all the back checker can really do, if we're being honest. And Asher Matu did his job as well, keeping that puck out of the net. 3:30 left to go on the 5-minute major penalty to Brian Goot, as DePaul will wheel into Lewis's end. Galingo sends it down low. Plotkin turns it over to Morefoot, and Ash keeps that one in. Brock Ash got it on the faceoff dot to the middle, shot, another save by Fisher, and some contact after that save. I believe that was Wilninski, who was all up in the business of Max Miklos. Obviously just trying to make sure that Miklos wasn't getting too close to Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher likes his personal space. I don't know what to tell you. We'll see a face-off now to Fisher's left. 3:08 left on the penalty to Goot. 14:33 left to go in this third frame. Face-off won by the Blue Demons. Sent down low. Ulmer couldn't get it out. Shot. Got a hand pass. Now that's interesting. Hand pass has been called, so we'll see a face-off now outside the Flyers' blue line. Can't do that. Puck must legally be passed with the stick or deflected with the hand. You cannot pass the puck with your hand, and Billy Passion was in. Fisher forced to come out to play that one. Manarino down to Passion in the corner. 2:48 left to go on their power play. Chris Lee on the point. Over to Health, back to Passion, near side. Passion trying to go upstairs, hit the side of the net. Retains his own rebound. Billy Passion up to Lee on the point. To Passion, skates it in. Centering pass, shot, he fanned on it. Blue Demons get the puck back. Manarino sends it down low to Passion. Up to Lee on the point. Pressured by Ernsting, back to Passion near side. He skates it in. Billy Passion over to Lee. Slap shot. Knuckle puck. Maybe was saved by Fisher. The rebound was found possibly. I'm not sure who found that rebound. McMaster, it looks like. We'll get that tally. Excuse me, Maloney. Josh Maloney will get that one. And after that goal, they will still have 2 minutes, 12 seconds of power play time because of that 5-minute major penalty. Again, Blue Demons can score as many times as they like as Billy Passion's back into the Flyers zone. He's got it, dangles around everyone. Passion still got it. Fisher was swimming, but he couldn't elevate it past the left pad of Fisher. DePaul has it, shot saved by Fisher. Another shot, another save by Fisher. Rebound is found by Ricci, and he's able to send that one the length of the ice. Fisher putting on a clinic on that last rush for the Blue Demons. And they'll try again. Here's Passion. Been out there for basically this whole 5-minute major power play. Helf's got it down low, pressured by Omer. Helf centering pass, shot by Maloney, is saved by Fisher again. Passion to Helf, back to Passion. Touch pass, give and go. Passion's got it, leaves it for Lee. Couldn't find him. Here comes Caden Ulmer. He's got Passion on the back check. Ulmer's in all alone with speed, shot. Saved by Asher Matu. Look at that speed by Caden Ulmer. That's the second breakaway he's created because of his jet boots he's got on. Look out. Caden Ulmer absolutely flying, leaving Billy Passion in the dust. And just was unable to get it past Asher Matu. Brock Ash over to Maloney's shot. A stick of Braden Ricci blocked that one up into the protective netting. So now we'll see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. That's the guy you want, number 21, sitting on the bench. He's the guy you want killing that penalty with those wheels. Holy cow. Like he was shot out of a cannon. Face off to Fisher's right. 53 seconds of power play time still for the DePaul Blue Demons. 12:17 left to go in period number 3. False start, we'll try again. Busatera wins that one, but Plotkin will force that turnover up to the point now. Far side, Brock Ash to the near side. Plotkin tried a shot and had some contact with Alagna. Selman just gave him the business. Obviously, just takes some small spark to start it all. Obviously, Flyers, again, didn't like that they were in Fisher's kitchen. We'll see a face-off to his right. Won by the Flyers. Dan Johnson doing a great job trying to kill off some more time. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Blue Demons. Ernsting is able to create some space, gets it over to Reedy in the middle. Jack Reedy's got it. Far side corner is closed off. And back the Blue Demons come the other way. Brock Ash, he's into the zone. Toe drag, tries, couldn't get around Logan Pickens. Here's Ernsting again. He couldn't get it past. And we got 8 seconds left on the penalty to Brian Goot. Ernsting working hard. We'll send that one the length of the ice. No icing. They were still on the penalty kill. Selman's in on the forecheck. They force a turnover. Goot right out of the box tried a shot, and that one was blocked by McMaster. Out in front, another shot is deflected by Busantera, but Asher Matu was able to handle that one. And Matu pops up and look out, gives Jack Selman a little shot in the face. No call on that play. Look out. No good can become of that. Asher Matu getting in on the action. 11:09 left to go in period number 2. Face off by the Flyers. Goot tried a quick shot and didn't hit the net. Another quality scoring opportunity for the Lewis Flyers there. Here comes the Blue Demons. Josh Maloney. Far side, they try a shot from the hash marks. That was blocked out in front, and that allows Selman to clear it up the near side boards. Hopped over the stick of Chris Lee, and so Goot's in on the forecheck. And Goot will be going back to the penalty box right there as Asher Matu's off to get that extra skater on, waiting for the Flyers to touch up. And Brian Goot has the most obvious tripping penalty that we've seen all season long. Obviously frustrated with himself, Goot is, as he puts his team down for another 2 minutes with 10:21 left to go in period number 3. Very upset, Brian Goot in the penalty box. Mark Marfish just got tossed off the bench. Obviously, he was dissatisfied with the officiating tonight. So he was given the referee an earful and was asked to politely to leave. And so Dylan Parshall now will give his 2 cents to the referee. So it appears that the Flyers were assessed a bench minor penalty before Mark Marfish was shown the gate. So the Flyers will be down 2 for 2 full minutes, 5-on-3 power play for the Blue Demons. 10:21 left to go in period number 3. And Mark Marfish still in conversation, standing off next to the bench. And the referee has asked him to leave the building. 10:21 left to go in period number 3. 2 minutes of 5-on-3 time for the Blue Demons as they set up. Here's Maloney on the point. Sends it down low to Michael Helf. He's got 2 goals on the day. Over to Lee on the far side. Back to Maloney to Helf. Shot blocked out in front by Ricci. Passion has it. Back to Helf. He's got a far side. Leaves it for Passion. Skates to the middle, looking for some help. Maloney tries a shot, saved by Fisher. Maloney finds his own rebound. 1:27 left to go on both penalties. Here's Helf, Michael Helf. Over to Lee. Lee's shot blocked out in front there by Braden Ricci. Maloney down low to Helf. Back to Maloney on the point. To Helf. Tried a centering pass, fanned on it. And Helf will wheel around to the middle, tries to leave it for Maloney. Collision in the middle, shot by Helf, another save by Fisher. Look out, another shot, another save by Fisher. Third shot saved by Fisher. And finally, the Blue Demons are able to put that one home after some excellent goaltending by Mike Fisher. Can't fault him on that one. Danny Manarino was the one that finished that one for the Blue Demons. And I mean, Fisher doing everything he can. And the old adage as it goes, stop the first one, that's good enough. He stopped the first one, second one, the third one, and the fourth one before the fifth one got in. So Fisher obviously doing a great job. Now we have a timeout being called here. Not sure who called that timeout. It's probably DePaul, looking to take advantage of the 54 seconds remaining on their power play. .9:15 left to go in period number 3. Obviously, the Flyers are upset with some of the calls tonight. I mean, not too much that they can do about it. I mean, complaining doesn't really help the situation. Obviously, you see what happened to the head coach of the Flyers. Maybe trying to spark his team up a little bit. Definitely a strategy. Try and get something going. They're down by 4, 9:15 left to go, the Flyers are. They received some marching orders from assistant coaches Tim Pico and Dylan Parshall. And now with 9:15 left to go, the Flyers will look to kill off the last 54 seconds of the Blue Demon power play. Here we go. DePaul takes it up the left wing side, is pressured by Goot. He does force that turnover. Brian Goot will send it the length of the ice. 35 seconds now left. On the Lewis Flyer penalty. Robertson is in the box to serve that 2-minute minor, for the bench minor, I should say. As DePaul will control in their offensive zone. To the point. Down low. Brock Ash tries a shot. Is screened heavily in front, but they couldn't quite get it. And that allows Brian Goot to send it the length of the ice, and that will do it for the DePaul power play. Brock Ash, stick handles, turns it over. Jack Pusatera, here he comes with speed into the DePaul end. Pusatera trying to shot, is stripped. And that one will squirt back out to Caden Peter in the middle. Alagna tries to find Wilninski, can't, and that allows Ash to bring it in the other way. Plotkin tries a shot, and that may have deflected off of Peter out in front, but it does end up passing by Mike Fisher. And Xander Plotkin has completed a touchdown for the DePaul Blue Demons. Obviously, thermometer still on high on the Flyers bench. Not happy. Dylan Parshall, assistant coach, fired up as the Flyers look to stop the bleeding. Morefoot sends that one up to Lee, who will loft that one in, and look out, that one made me nervous. Mike Fisher obviously knew that was going to be a little bit wide, and what happened there? Maybe hit the protective netting out in front of the Flyer fan section. Look out, not too sure. But in any case, we'll see a face-off outside the Flyers zone. 7:30 left to go in period number 3. Flyers down 7-2. As the game has gone on, Flyers have had less and less offensive prowess. Chris Lee was able to get in past a few players, but couldn't quite get anything on that shot. And here comes Jack Pusatera. Sends it behind the DePaul net. And they begin their breakout. Maloney. Over to Lee, who sends it up the near side, and a changing Brian Goot will hop onto the ice. Goot chops that one in behind Passion. Asher Matu comes out, turns it over to Goot. Goot is heavily contested there by a few members of the Blue Demons. And Ernsting looks to get this one out. Scotty Ernsting will bring it with speed into DePaul's end. He's got it. Shot is blocked out in front. And that allows DePaul to get it back into the neutral zone. Logan Pickens fans on a pass. Does get it over to Dan Johnson, who will send it in to the DePaul bench. That's where he sent it, right into the DePaul bench. So we'll see a face-off at center ice. 6:15 left to go in period number 3. Obviously, spirits high on one side of the ice, not so much on the other. As the DePaul Blue Demons have controlled pace of play for the majority of this game. Mostly in period number 3. Billy Passion tries a shot, and Fisher is able to stop that one. DePaul's got a couple guys you really got to watch. 72 in black, that's one of them, Billy Passion. A name that I recall from the last time we saw the DePaul Blue Demons at Camlin last year. Billy Passion, Brock Ash, Michael Helf. Some of the big guns for the Blue Demons. Seen that today. Michael Helf has 2 goals. Brock Ash has 1. As Helf tried to get number 3 right there. Helf tried a centering pass. That one's blocked. And Caden Peter now turns it over. Billy Passion with speed will dangle into the middle, and a big hit right there by Alagna. No call on the play. And Passion was put right on his wallet. Selman lost his stick, and Passion and Selman will go at it. Sticks flying, gloves flying. The yard sale out there as Selman and exchanges words there with Billy Passion. Going to decide what calls will be made. It looks like Passion and Selman will both be shown the door for this evening. It all started a big body check on Billy Passion. I mean, he's got to know that's bound to happen when you start doing that much fanciness in the offensive zone. You got to keep your head up, and obviously Billy Passion did not. He did have one of the goals for the DePaul Blue Demons. He will be shown the door. Not sure what penalty was assessed. Assume it was a game misconduct penalty. That means that he will be back in action tomorrow night. Speaking of tomorrow night, Lewis Flyers and DePaul Blue Demons will have game number 2. However, that will not be located here at Camlin. That will be downtown in Chicago at Johnny's Ice House. The home rink is a shot from Ernsting. Is saved by Asher Matu. As I was saying, though, game number 2 of this series will be conducted tomorrow at Johnny's Ice House in the city. So, unfortunately, we will not be broadcasting that one because the Flyers will be away. But we will be back next weekend when the Lewis Flyers take on the University of Illinois Illini. Here we go. We've got some more contact taking place. And we got to keep our heads up here. We're going to play heads up hockey for the last 5 minutes as Brian Goots into the zone. Goots got it. Shot is saved by Asher Matu. Sprawled out. Another shot is well wide of the net. And that allows Health to get it out. Flyers looking tired. Pace of play slowing down a little bit in this third period. As nobody wants to do anything too crazy. Get themselves suspended as Ernsting has it. Collides with someone, and that puck will squirt over to Mike Fisher. And he's able to hold on to that one. 4:04 left to go. In period number 3. Excuse me, next weekend, they will not be playing the Illini. They're playing the Purdue Northwest Pride here at Camden. That will be next Saturday, 2:15 start time on the 18th. Then the following weekend, December 1st, that's when we'll see a 2-game series here at Camden against the University of Illinois Illini. That will be December 1st and December 2nd at Camden and Romeoville. Brock Ash strips Ernsting. And DePaul has it still. 3:45 left to go. Caden Ulmer is throwing the body around a little bit in the offensive zone. Excuse me, the defensive zone. Ulmer gets it. Sends it to Wilninski, who will kick it to his skate. He's in all alone. His teammates are making a line change. DePaul now will start their breakout. Turn it over to Braden Ricci. Tries a shot, fans on it, and is sat down. And here comes Brock Ash. She's in all alone. Ash shot, an excellent back check there from Caden Peter. Prevents that, and Peter didn't like that little touch on the net. Look out. Now we're going to have another line change conversation. Ongoing battle tonight here with these referees. They're not having any funny business going around here. 3:09 left to go in period number 3. Flyers looking forward to tomorrow. Ash will send that one down low. Is finally able to come off for a line change. And McNally's out there. Zach McNally for the Lewis Flyers. Alagna gets the puck in his own zone, leaves it for Jack Pusatera. Closed off. Back to Alagna. Sends it up to Braden Ricci. Excuse me, that's Robertson. Excuse me. And now Pusatera sends it behind his own net. 2:34 left to go in the game. Flyers do have some positives on the day today. They started off strong. And they look to finish strong here and not do anything too crazy. DePaul looking to break this one out. Verlinski sends it up. Try a shot just wide of the net, found by Wilninski. He sends it up. Wilninski's got Ernsting with him. Wilninski, strag move, shot is blocked out in front. And that's one thing the Blue Demons have done really well today, is get in those shooting lanes. They're really doing a good job making it hard for the Flyers to see the net. They don't have a lane. Here's Caden Ulmer. He's got Ernsting with him. Ulmer to Ernsting, one-time shot. And an excellent left-to-right save by Asher Matu. Will keep that one out of the net. It's possible if the Flyers can score a late period tally here, they can take some of that into tomorrow. Again, making that trip up to Johnny's Ice House, former practice location of the Chicago Blackhawks. As Pusatera forced that turnover, shot hits the side of the net, and Health is forced to ring it back around the near side. Obviously, so late in this game, pace of play really slowing down as Pusatera forced that turnover. Logan Pickens on the far side has Danny Manarino right on him. Flyers turn it over in their own zone. DeGulio has got it, tries to send it up to the point, finds Jack Reedy. Flyers can't get it out. Omer has a stick lifted. Middle dangle and another save by Fisher. 40 seconds left to go. DeGulio tries a shot, and that one's easily gloved down by Mike Fisher. Flyers looking forward, as I said, to tomorrow. Got their first win on the road last week. They traveled to Denison in Ohio. Flyers did. They won their most recent game. First win of the season for the Flyers. So obviously they were riding high coming into this one. They started off high energy, and that kind of faded as we move further and further along in this hockey game. Arkilla sat down by Chris Lee. Another collision in the near side corner. Alagna's got it, 4 seconds left to go. Flyers try a long range shot, and Braden Robertson tried a late game shot there and ended up fanning on that one. Flyers will end up losing that game by a score of 7-2. Unfortunately for them, they will have to play DePaul again tomorrow. Like I said multiple times, they will be at Johnny's Ice House in Chicago. I believe that start time is 2:15 in the afternoon, sometime in the afternoon. So you can look forward to that. Not here, unfortunately. Again, they're on the road. We only broadcast from here. I know we're all sad about it. But the Flyers, some positives for them. They started off really strong. They had a quality first period of hockey. You'd like to see them continue that for the whole game. Scoring recap for the Lewis Flyers. Scotty Ernstine had one. Ben Alagna had the other. In terms of DePaul Blue Mountains, they had a whole touchdown worth of goals. Michael Health had 2 goals. Danny Manarino had 1. Josh Maloney had 1. Billy Passion had 1. Brock Ash had 1. And Xander Plotkin had 1 as well. So again, we'll see the Flyers back in town next weekend here on the Lewis University Television Network. It was great fun to see them back here after their first win last weekend. Again, Mike Fisher, a huge positive for him. He had a series of high quality stops that he was able to make. He is the building block, the foundation of Lewis Flyers hockey. I know I've said that so many times on the broadcast, but I just can't get over that because he picks up the trash. He's the garbage man of the team. He keeps it all out of the net, or keeps everything out of the net that he can, and he just is #1 star of the game for me. But till next time, I'd like to thank our crew here, Tony Denardis, myself. My name is Logan Kapp. You've been watching Flyers hockey on the Lewis University Television Network. Have a good night.